maximizing your time or trip planning. Hey everybody, TacBishop here. I wanted to do a video today, something that's been bothering me. I've tried to explain it to my co-workers. I'm going to explain it to you here to see if you understand what I'm trying to say. Every time I start explaining it to them, they start going, nah, it's favoritism. They look out for you. And what I'm talking about is managing your time, whether you're flatbed, dry van, over the road, reefer. You've got to maximize your time when you're working. You know, you only have 14 hours a day in many cases, 11 hours driving or what have you, and you have to maximize. You don't want to waste time because there's going to be enough time wasted anyway without you adding on to it. Now, what my particular situation this week, I've been called having favoritism showed on me because for some reason I get more loads than the other guys do, and there's no reason for it other than favoritism. But like I said before, we all have 12-hour days. In my particular case, we come in at 5 p.m. and work till 5 a.m. Everybody's got the same amount of time. The difference is when we come in, I am in a great hurry. They tell me, slow down, Sid. What's the big hurry? It's all going to be the same at the end, but it's not. Here's something they don't understand. I've tried to tell them, and they won't listen. So I'm going to tell it here. They do watch my videos, so hopefully they'll see what I'm saying instead of interrupting me in the middle of it. It's a good thing about video, you can't be interrupted. But just for instance, the pre-trip takes 15 minutes. Okay, 15, 20 minutes, I'm leaving. At 5:20, I'm leaving. When I look back, 50% of the guys are still standing around talking. They haven't even gotten to the trucks yet. So right there, you can add 15 minutes of lost time. Then they get to the farm or wherever we're going, and they don't jump out immediately. I jump out immediately. All I want to do is get that pump going on that tanker as quick as I can. They get out, they might make a phone call, they might text somebody, use the bathroom, whatever they got to do, and they lose, let's say, 5 minutes there. And this is just one run. Then they get back to the mill, their buddies there. No, before they get back to the mill, they're coming back, they decide they want a hot dog. There's this hot dog stand they all love. Take you 10 or 15 minutes to get waited on there, so they stop there 15 minutes. I don't stop, I carry my food with me. Then they get back to the mill, their buddies there, they want to talk to him a minute, they pull outside, they have to do paperwork, 5 more minutes. Maybe they're talking to him since they're out there doing their paperwork. I don't do the paperwork there, I go and do it while I'm unloading. Then they pull around, maybe they go to the bathroom. Let's say, just say 5 minutes for bathroom. This is all the first run. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 45 minutes they've already wasted on one run. That I'm that far ahead of you. And our run's only, the longest one is only 4 hours. We have some from an hour to 4 hours. So even if we did the 4 hour run, I'm 45 minutes ahead of you. And this continues on all night. If you don't do it anymore, by the time we get to the end of the night, if you come in, we have to be gone by 5 a.m. You have to be post-tripped, fueled up, loaded, everything by 5 a.m. gone. So if you come in at 3 o'clock, there's no runs you can do at 3 to 5 a.m. Just don't have time. It's going to cut it too short. Even the hour and a half ones, going to put you coming in at 4:30. Then you have to do the pre-trip, the post-trip, refuel, writing up the DV hour and everything, paperwork. So they're going to say no, can't go out after 3 o'clock. Now's the time they wish they had just 45 minutes back, because instead of being here at 3 o'clock, they'd have been here at 2:15. Well, they got time to do that now. They could have done a 2-hour run and have been 4:15 getting off. That right there is what they're calling favoritism. I don't waste any time, not a second. I was talking to somebody on the phone one day when I was trying to line up the boom on the farm, and as I lined it up, I thought I had it in. I jump out, open up the pocket, get ready to turn it on. I look up and I see it's not quite in like it's supposed to be, and I start kind of aggravated a little bit. So, man, I got to move the truck. I had to run back up to the front of the truck, move it back. And so like, I wasted all that time. And they said, well, you know what, it didn't take but maybe 30, 45 seconds to a minute. But that's one minute there, 1 minute there, 1 minute there, 1 minute. All day long when you do this, all this adds up. Like I said over here, it adds up. It doesn't seem like much, then it adds up. And then when it comes down here, it bites you in the butt. And you're going to get held up enough as it is without adding on to it. I saw one guy one night, we both went to a farm. He had to do half the farm, which was 6 houses. I had to do the other 6. Well, it takes a long time, it's time consuming, and they don't seem to think it's fair because you have to continue moving all over the farm. It's not as quick as just dump it in one place. So he's frustrated now. He said, "I'll just forget it. I just, lost the night." I continue hard charging. I don't back off. He stops at Bojangles and goes and gets a big box of chicken and eats it, and comes back. I think he was doing about 45 minutes to an hour before he ever got back. He's like, "Man, I already lost all this time here." Well, you lost time there. Why would you add more to it by goofing off? You could have brought your food with you. You could have got the chicken and carried it with you, ate while you're unloading, something like that. It takes 20 minutes to unload these trucks. There's plenty of time to get there, play on Facebook, make phone calls, eat chicken. You're going to do 4 loads a night, 20 minutes per load. It's fine. If you want to do this, this is fine. If you want to kill these 45 minutes every round, that's fine. Nobody cares. But you're not going to make the money if you do that. Now that's just my situation, and whatever situation you're in, if you continually screw yourself out of minutes and time and days, you're not going to make the money somebody else does that trip plans and make sure even if it's something like driving through. I remember one time I was going through Atlanta, and there's like a 25-mile bypass there, bypass around Atlanta. But the traffic's horrible, and there's certain times of day you wouldn't do that run. You're better off waiting, 2 hours, let the traffic die down, and you ought to leave now, get held up in traffic for 2 hours, just burn your clock up. It's actually faster to wait longer because of the time that you're allotted to drive in a day's time. But I hope this made sense. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sitting here doing the video. I'm at over 7 minutes now, but anyway, I'm going to go with that. Hope this made sense, and if it doesn't, it's Memorial Day, and you're probably sitting at a dock somewhere and don't have anything to do anyway, so what does it matter? Like I said, you didn't plan. You should be driving. Instead, you're sitting there watching me do a video. But I'm out here with you, but I'm off on weekends, and Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 days a week. All I work. 12 hours a day, 48 hours, you figure it out. And yes, I do make money.